Hello and welcome, my dear friends and fellow food lovers. Today, I'm greeting you from my garden, where the ripened pomegranates are filling the air with their sweet and slightly tangy fragrance. But I'm not just here to pick pomegranates. I'm getting ready for something special. Today's magnificent recipe. And yes, pomegranate is the star of the show. So get comfortable and watch as we pair tender, perfectly cooked fish with a sweet sour pomegranate sauce that will bring all the flavors together in the most delightful way. You won't want to miss this. Look at these large, perfectly ripened pomegranates. They're practically bursting open from how sweet and juicy they are. I'm carefully selecting the ripest ones because they're the sweetest, and I want to make sure this dish is packed with flavor. For all time, fish is always paired perfectly with sauces like pomegranate, as the tangy sourness beautifully balances the rich and intense flavors of the fish.
Emçinin neden dadınız kıydan? Yarmış hanım. Hazır atın hanımanla var. Ma. Dadınız kıyı geçen.
I can't resist tasting one. It's absolutely irresistible. Just look at that color. It's like holding a piece of ruby red sunshine. This is exactly what I was hoping for. With my basket full, I think it's time to head back and start cooking. These pomegranates are ready to shine in today's dish, and I can't wait to get started. Around here, pomegranates ripen in the late autumn. October to November is their peak. The weather in the village is perfect for it too. It's cool, but the sun is still warm enough to make harvesting enjoyable. The calm of the countryside, with its golden fields and the distant sounds of life, always makes this time of year feel magical to me. I've got 3 full baskets of sweet, ripe pomegranates. Now it's time to give them a good wash to get rid of any dust or dirt from the garden. I like to make sure everything is perfectly clean before I start cooking. It's all about the little details. We're washing them thoroughly now, making sure every bit of dust is gone. Here in Azerbaijan, we use pomegranates in so many ways. We make fresh juice, tangy sauces like narsharab, and even dry the seeds for tea or desserts. This fruit is woven into our food culture, and we love how versatile it is. Now it's time to clean the pomegranates. When it comes to getting the seeds out, we've got a little trick. Make a cut at the bottom and tap the fruit a few times. The seeds come out easily with just a few taps. Look at them spilling into the bowl. So beautiful.
Sanki kala.
To avoid staining your hands with the pomegranate juice, you'd better wear gloves. It can be really tough to wash off. Now that I've got the seeds ready, it's time to toss them into the bucket and give them a gentle smash. I want to extract all that wonderful juice. Okay, now let's place the pot onto the fire. We need to boil the pomegranate juice to get the full depth of flavor from it. This step is key to making sure we get that rich, tangy essence. As it was mentioned earlier, one of the main ways we use pomegranate in Azerbaijani cuisine is by making a tangy and delicious sauce, nar sharab, perfect for pairing with fish. And today, that's exactly what we're going to prepare. While the juice boils, I take a break to make tea. You know, pomegranate has always been one of my favorite fruits ever since I was a child. The taste instantly takes me back to those days when my hands, all the way to my elbows, would be covered in pomegranate juice, and my face would be stained red from digging into the fruit with no care in the world. There's something about the sweetness and tartness of it that brings back those carefree moments every time.
Niye sıçratmış?
There's nothing better than a cup of tea with white cherry jam, sweet and delicate. It's these simple moments that make life in the village so special. How do you relax and spend time at your ease? The pomegranate has cooled down, so now it's time to drain the juice from it. I like doing this part with my hands, rubbing the seeds against the sieve. There's something satisfying about feeling the juice trickle down, knowing it will soon turn into a rich sauce. Now we'll boil the juice once again to thicken it, making it gooey and rich. This will be the perfect sauce for the fish we're preparing today. Now onto the carp. I've chosen this fish specifically because of its flavor. It pairs wonderfully with pomegranate. I start by cutting off the tail, fins, and head, then slice the fish into thick pieces. Each slice is needed to be carefully seasoned on one side with salt, pepper, and paprika, and then I flip them over and do the same on the other side. We want every bite to burst with flavor. Okay, we're done with this step. Meanwhile, the sauce is turning into that perfect thick condition we are aiming for. There's never too much pomegranate, so let's make some juice as well. Pomegranate juice is known for its incredible health benefits. It's full of antioxidants, great for heart health, and even helps digestion. It's not just tasty, it's good for you too. So get yourself a cup of fresh pomegranate juice. My wife is now taking the pomegranate juice boiled down into that thick, syrupy goodness, and she's carefully pouring it into jars. We always make enough to last through winter. There's nothing better than opening up a jar of this in the colder months and reliving the flavors of autumn. Of course, we'll save some for today's meal, but the rest will be stored away for those chilly nights when a bit of summer sunshine is needed in the kitchen. That's enough. Our jars are full, and now it's time to cook the fish. First, let's pour some oil into the preheated pan. Always remember that preheating is important because it ensures an even roast and that perfect crispy layer on the outside of the fish. And plus, the fish won't stick to the pan. We're dredging the fish in flour before frying. This step adds a nice crispy texture to the outside, locking in the moisture and keeping the fish tender on the inside. We've got visitors in the yard, but this fish isn't for them. Go and get some grass for yourself. There is plenty of it all around. The fish is ready. Let's plate it with some fresh salad leaves to add a bit of freshness and color. Now I'm squeezing pomegranate juice over some onions to serve alongside the fish. In Azerbaijan, it's common to pair fish with onions and pomegranate juice for that sweet sour kick. It really elevates the dish. Let's drizzle some more pomegranate juice over the fish and start our meal. A piece of perfectly cooked fish topped with those onions and of course our homemade pomegranate sauce. It's a match made in heaven. The richness of the sauce cuts through the fish's delicate texture. a perfect dinner for this autumn weather.
Tırnağı hanı balığı.
And with that, dear friends, our meal is complete. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on another cooking adventure with us. See you next time.